Poopsies, and thank you for joining me today for a tarot reading for all the zodiac signs for the rest of the year. I felt like that made logical sense. I offer 15-minute, 30-minute, and 1-hour long tarot readings on my website, Bomboni.com. Click the links in the description below where it says book a healing reading or custom ASMR video. And yeah, you get a custom reading, filmed reading, sent to your inbox so you can watch it back forever. You can ask any question or request a general reading. You can remain totally anonymous, you know, it's private. So no one's going to be watching your video but you, okay? So links below, and it's a great way to help support this channel. All right, guys. So let's begin. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for Aries. I'm going to start the message with Aries today. What's going on with dear Aries for the rest of 2025? What do we need to know right now? You can request your custom tarot reading in ASMR as well. So we are starting with the Temperance card, Page of Swords, and the Sun. So I'm getting this energy from you of, how do I explain? Aries, it's like you're really looking forward to doing something, but your blessing hasn't quite unfolded yet. Your breakthrough is not quite here right now. I feel like I should light a candle. Like, yeah, let's do a mini candle in the corner. That's better. It feels cozier. So I feel as though your breakthrough hasn't happened, but you're having like unlimited patience. You basically are like, I don't know how you do it, Aries. You are really going against who you naturally are, which is not patience, right? And you're doing a good job, although it's getting to you. It's starting to affect you. It could affect your health. For some Aries, I feel more for women Aries, female Aries, right? Or those who feel like women, you know. Oh my God, I almost choked on my vitamin. I'm sorry. Blooper. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll leave that in because that was funny. But yeah, whenever I say women or man, whatever you feel like as well, right? It doesn't just literally mean the gender. Like, I don't want anyone to think I'm just talking like male, female, because I understand, I guess there's like a spectrum apparently to it. So, okay. So moving on. Yeah, I'm sort of getting that. Maybe I'm getting that energy in general because I am seeing a rainbow, which is really the sign of like LGBT community. So I'm sort of getting that from the Aries as well. Maybe they're experimenting with their sexuality, or they're coming out or coming to terms with who they are and accepting who they are. Maybe you thought you were this way at one point and then you're actually this way. You know what I'm saying? Gender fluidity, basically. And some people experimenting with their gender as well. So you might not get as much support from that, unfortunately. Maybe this month. But now that we're into almost Aries season, March, April, right? I definitely find that it's going to be your time to thrive very soon. But again, you have to wait for that Aries season. The blessing is not going to happen yet. You just are maybe new, like a newbie at something, your job, or, you know, maybe starting school and you're just a newbie there as well. So for some of you that are parents, I see very overwhelmed, tired energy as well coming through. And it's a lot for you to take to be a new mother, new father, to have a newborn, okay? So a lot of new stuff. And for those waiting to go into labor, yeah, probably this month or into next month, it will happen. I hear due date in the spirit, so I think right around on time for your due date. Okay. Let's pull one more final outcome card. Ace of Wands, you got this. You're very strong, Aries, and you're a fire sign, which makes you even stronger. So just be on the lookout for opportunities as they come and grab them, okay? Because right now with a growing population, there's going to be a lot of people trying to take that job, take that, career of yours as well. And some people even trying to, crush your reputation, crush your spirits so they can get ahead. There's some very sick people out there. So, just try to be on the lookout for the monsters in the dark. And, just make sure that you keep going and you never give up, okay? Because part of you wanted to give up at one point. Part of you was so fed up with how life was operating and the injustice in the world, and I see you just kind of crawling or climbing your way back out of that rut you were in for so long, okay? You're finally becoming you again. Thank you, Aries. Let's move on with, I'm going to do Leo. Let's do Leo next. Please, Spirit, God, Universe, open the channels to tap into Leo. The rest of 2025. So these are quite brief readings. I'm not going to go too in depth. I like to go more in depth than your custom tarot readings. I like to save it for that, If you want more information, you just book me, okay? If any of this resonates with you. All right, so let's tap in for Leo. What's happening with Leo in the rest of the year? Just a basic coverage, basic summary. I really need to change this tablecloth. Wash it. It has like candle wax on it. It's getting wrinkly and used up. Page of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Star. Okay, so Leo, you're gonna shine like you do, Leo. It's happening, boys and girls. Nothing is gonna bring you down. I feel like you're gonna use your fire sign energy to your advantage this year. You're really going to, I feel like you already advanced in the first quarter of the year, now that we're coming to a conclusion in the first quarter of the year. Can you believe it? But you could have done better. There's some energy here of like, I did well, I did great, but I know there's room for improvement and growth here. But you also have to realize how far you've come from years prior, right? You've constantly been on the move, on the go, and improved and improved and improved. And, even if your first quarter of 2025 was terrible, okay, and you're nowhere where you were in 2015. You know what I'm saying? You were nowhere where you were in 2020. You know what I'm saying? You're nowhere where you were in 2022. You know what I'm saying? So stop comparing so hard on yourself, like the moment right now, like this year, oh my God, it's crap, it's shit. No, like you have made it, okay? You've already made it, Leo. You're doing well. You're doing what you always wanted to do deep down anyways. You've always had this backup plan anyway. And I think like you're very good at the backup plan, Leo. You've already made a strategy in case something fails. You know what to do next, right? So, but you keep it to yourself. You don't, tell it to just anyone. And also stop trying to minimize yourself. There's this very like hate-filled energy I'm getting. Like you keep lowering yourself down, lowering your standards when you should be rising, right? And I think that's part of you trying to work on your humbleness, which is hard for a Leo, admittingly. But you're doing great, okay? You're doing a great job. And others are always complimenting you, saying how well you are doing and how much energy you have and how much you're glowing and how active you are. But you're still like, I'm not okay. I'm not good enough. I'm like, you know, thankfully I don't see it affecting your health, but it's like, you know, you just need to stop talking to yourself that way, okay? Because you've already been through a lot. So anyone in your shoes would have, you know, quit, give up, throw in the towel, you know? I would say even if it's another Leo in your shoes. But yeah, this is going to be a good year for promotion, putting your name out there. This is going to be a good year of good health, but also throwing in the towel of old stuff. The old stuff that old negative stuff you just need to stop saying. That's it, you know? And try to continue flowing, you know? So what if this is not a great month or a great quarter for you? You know, I feel like a lot of like business-minded people are in the spirit in front of me right now. Or you have your own business and, or you're thinking of starting your own business and the first 3 months are horrible. Honey, my first year I made $5,000, okay? All right, my first month I made $50, all right? You're gonna start off terribly, okay? So, stop. Stop the self-criticism, okay? All right, before you know it, what you make in a year, you'll make in a month, and then a week. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to pull one more outcome card. Temperance. Yeah, I mean, same energy. I think the fire signs need to be more patient in 2025. To me, that's not a good sign because it means you're not quite going to get what you want this year. Or you might be like maybe 40-50% reaching your goals, but not 100%, you know what I mean? So you might, some even like 20-30%, you might feel like a sense of an air of dissatisfaction. Again, you might conclude the end of the year and be like, oh, you're so hard on yourself again. And that's something you really should avoid. Because it's going to be hard for you to move into future years. Because in future years, you're going to realize how great we have it right now and how spoiled we are. So, you know, try to have more patience and gratitude, Leo, just like Aries, okay? You might need an Aries friend by your side. I get that as well. Maybe even a Libra friend. I think Libra can help you. I don't know why, but there you go, Leo. I'm going to move on into Sagittarius. What do we need to know for Sagittarius? Oh gosh, I almost knocked my cards down. Ciao. Please, God. Please, universe. You know, I should spin this thing. I almost called it a dreidel. Oh my gosh. The Om Mani Padme Hum wheel. I want to spin it. Brings wealth, prosperity, whatever intention you set to it. Happiness, love. I think it makes a nice background sound. I'll just do it once. I'm not going to do it the whole video. Just to, you know, circulate the energy a bit. I'm going to see and say, would you like me to say and say your guardian universe for Sagittarius for the rest of 2025? What does the rest of 2025 look for my Saggies? Saggies are such beautiful people. I think like the most beautiful people on earth. What zodiac would I say? All of them, of course, but I would say Sagittarius, to me at least, is probably the most attractive. Probably Cancers, Sagittarius, from people I've known in my life, like friends, lovers, celebrities. I would say my own zodiac sign, but that'll be too boastful, so I'm not. Taurus and, oh my God, they're all Capricorn. I'll say I'll say Leo too. I mean, there's so many. If I have to pick the top 6, half of them at least. Scorpio for sure, and I would go with, maybe I would say Libra or Aquarius. I can't pick 7, so I'll go with Libra. Yeah, if I have to pick. It's hard, because I could also say Gemini. And Virgo, but anyway. Everyone. How about everyone, right? Everyone's beautiful. The Magician, the 3 of Pentacles, and, okay, the 2 of Pentacles, Sagittarius. Money, money, money. It's not funny when you get so much money. Okay, I don't know. But this is saying, like, be responsible, balance your money, right? Because you might get a lump sum and then not know how to manage, invest it, or keep it, you know? The basis is just keeping it, you know? Not to mention investing it, not to mention managing it, right? There's a lot of responsibility. I get 1, because the Magician, 2 of Pentacles, and 3. And there's also Pentacle in this Magician card. So there's something with money here. Your reputation with money, Sagittarius, I feel like, honestly, it feels in the spirit like some people lost everything because of money, you know? Some people just spent it all, or some drank it all away, some partied a little too much and took a little too many things, and that costs money, you know? $50 to $100 a day adds up, right? So, oh boy, I feel like Sagittarius needs to kind of slow down a little bit with the overspending, over shopping, overstimulating. There's something you're lacking inside, and that could be why you are doing this. For the rest and for most, I see are responsible for the most part, and you're getting your checks, but you're spending them all. So you're left with little to nothing at the end of the month. And you're having to work like overtime and work very hard, Saggy, for you to kind of make up. And again, all these messages with Zodiac applies for moon and rising as well. So check your moon rising as well. Okay, but anyway, for the rest of the year, I see you kind of juggling like finances. Like, I'm going to have to transfer to one account to another. Ooh, I'm going to have to, pull out this cash from my credit card, cash advance, Oh, I forgot to pay that bill. Oh, maybe I can use my points I saved to cover that bill. And before you know it, you're 2-3 months late, on something. So I get that energy, 1 to 3 months. Like, if you're not careful with your spending, especially if you owe taxes, oh yeah, it's going to be a bit challenging. And any bonus check you get, like that 5,000 check we're supposed to get, yeah, I see Sagittarius spending that check. So, because you think it's all of a sudden going to come like 2020, like we're going to get like 3 stimmies, and I don't think there's going to be another stimmy after that. I don't know. I'm getting, though, like more at your work mostly, right? More at your job, like bonus checks. And then you're just like, or more, oh yeah. Some of you I see like it's almost like a waiter or waitress energy. Could be like a bartender energy as well. Like just getting a lot of tips. You get like $50, $100 tips a day, and you spend it all because you work hard and you're like, screw it, I deserve it. And a lot of you are spending on your looks too, looking good. So there's a lot. But again, you're not realizing your inherent worth and power to change the course of your life. So maybe that will help you kind of slow it down. I think you do need to pause and slow it down. 9 of Cups is where we're ending on, to ultimately tell you, like, relax, Again, this is someone who drinks a lot as well. This is what I thought. So someone is shrinking their savings. You know. What you do this year will affect, I almost feel like, the rest of your years. It could age you, it could break you, or it could be the deciding factor of, you know what? This is where I choose to put my foot down and set some boundaries with my finances. Sagittarius, money is going to be a big thing this year and probably somewhat of an issue. I don't see you losing work. I don't see a layoff necessarily, only for those who haven't been laid off yet. For those who have been laid off, I see you kind of going into a frenzy of, you know, that mindset of like, what I spend comes back to me, and it will, because I see it coming back to you. You know, it's always going to come to you. But why spend it all? That's where the issue resides. Why are you giving all your work away? Okay, so let's move on with Pisces. I'm going to do water signs next. We got to douse that fire with some water, baby. Again, make sure you check out TonyBomboni.com to book your own 15-minute, 30-minute, hour-long tarot readings from me. I love doing them so much. I honestly enjoy doing tarot readings above all. I know that sounds harsh, but it's not that I don't enjoy ASMR. It's not that I don't enjoy, you know, the occasional coffee reading, but we all have favorites. Tarot reading's my favorite. Alright, so notice I'm using different tarot cards throughout this as well to kind of keep it entertaining. I'm an entertainer. That's what I put on my tax documents, so I gotta entertain y'all. That's my job. If I don't, I haven't done my job, right? Five of Swords, the World, and the Chariot. Although every time someone like a car dealer, or I don't know, you apply for like to get housing or whatever, like a house, you know, and like they ask what you do for a living, it's always so embarrassing because I never want to explain myself, you know. I'm like, entertainment. And it's always like, oh, but what exactly? I'm like, oh, goodness sakes, don't ask me. Anyway, it's always so awkward, you know. So, Pisces, this is your time to rise and shine. I think you're in your peak, your momentum. You're in a satisfactory state. I keep hearing June in the spirit. By June, I feel like you've kind of reached your peak happiness, your peak health, your peak kind of like good times, you know? So enjoy them. At least peak for the year. I'm not saying for your life. For some, yeah, if you're a particular age, I would say peak. But, or those who are terminally ill, unfortunately. But for the rest, I'm seeing good times have yet to come, but like your sign, let it flow, right? Let the waves of the currents of the ocean, of the sea flow. You know, your up wave will come again, okay? Just because it's a down wave doesn't mean the next up wave isn't coming. So you've had to leave behind a lot of people that you feel like taking advantage of you. A lot of people are like asking you for money this year, you know, kind of milking from you, using you kind of energy. So it's going to be very hard to have to put those people aside. I see maybe in 5 months or by the month of May, you're going to be like having to really draw the line and say a few words. I see you struggling to get along with certain zodiac signs too. Could be Leo, could be Taurus, could be Capricorn. I'll stick with that. But I'm getting the universe always, in a weird way, humbles you. In a weird way. I don't know why. I get that. Like, out of nowhere, it's almost like, yeah, good times roll, and then, oops, something humbles you really quickly, really fast, like after that. And you all of a sudden have to kind of, you're almost like that responsible parental person, at the party that drives everyone home after they've had a little too much, you know what I mean? So your doubts quickly take over, because your feelings quickly take over, because you're a Pisces, and that's what you do. So you kind of are like, instead of enjoying the moment, you're always finding for the next excuse, the next drama to unfold, the next thing, because you're skeptical. You're like, you can't just enjoy this moment. And that's a recurring theme with the Piscean people. So 5 of Wands, yeah. There's drama about to happen. And you pick up on it. You're also very psychic, Pisces. You're one of the most psychic signs. So, like Aquarius. So you pick up on that stuff. You really do know how to tap into something's about to go down. Even Virgo, very psychic as well. I would say Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius, probably the most intuitive psychic signs. If I had to pick a fire sign, it'd probably be Sagittarius, that is. Or maybe Leo. I'd say they all are. Actually, now I think about it, all fire signs are pretty good at intuition. But I say Sagittarius is more intuition energy. But anyways, ciao. So I'm getting definitely this energy of... it's almost like a fight breaks out. Like, it's this, like, I see you at an event or a gathering or party or celebration. It's like you just know something's off. Something's about to go down. Glass is about to be shattered and thrown on the wall. Like, yeah. And then you have to all of a sudden be that parent energy and take people away for safety, Someone has a little too much to drink and it goes to the turd. So yeah, you might maybe have trauma from your past. So events like that happened before makes you avoid events like this, because it reminds you that a fight can break out any minute. There's 50 people in a room. The odds are, with enough booze in their system and one wrong word said, something's about to go down. So that might happen, unfortunately. It might be a 4th of July barbecue. Like a July. So be on the lookout for that, Pisces. Be on the lookout, Pisces, and try your best to relax, okay? Take it easy this year. Because good times will come, but a lot will unfold that will be like, okay, maybe this is not so good times. And I need to manage things because people are going through a lot. I think people are going to start going through a lot of stuff right now, starting today. I think... we haven't seen anything yet, but again, in life, it's how we react to things, not what happens to us. Okay, let's move on to, I'll do Scorpio next. I'm covering the water signs next. What's unfolding with Scorpio? Please, dear God, dear universe, allow me to tap in and connect with Scorpio's energy. Thank you. And if any of these cards draw you in throughout this tarot reading, you can request me to do a reading with those specific cards. I've done it before. I can do it again. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, guys. Okay. The Fool, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So, what did I say? Scorpios, right? The rest of the year. So, I don't know why this gives me Capricorn energy again. Something's up with Capricorn. What's going on with you, Capricorn? I'll have to look into you later. I may have to do Capricorn next. Earth signs next before I do air signs. But, I want to say there might be some beef or drama between Scorpio and Capricorn. Oh boy. Like someone got kicked out. I almost feel someone got kicked out the house. It almost feels like your bestie, roommate, like you just, it didn't work, you know? For those who have like Scorpio and Capricorn in their chart a lot, or heavy dominant sign, it's like you're conflicting with yourself. You could maybe be worried about your living situation. You may want to kind of like partially be part of society, but now you also want to be free. Scorpio doesn't want to work anymore. Scorpio just wants to do their own thing, you know? But where, you wonder? You don't have the $1 million bank account to just go and be free. You know what I mean? So you're trying to figure out how to make your life more sustainable, where you don't have to work as hard. You could still live a good quality life and, you know, do what you enjoy doing. You're okay living simply. It doesn't take much, I think, to make a Scorpio happy. I would say they're pretty simple people. They don't need too much. Nine of Wands. But I do see you working still. I think you come to terms. I still need to make a living and house myself. But some of you may be couch surfing. Some of you may be struggling with a certain situation that you're in. It's also a pride ego thing of Scorpio. It's like you don't want to kind of admit it to yourself, but I think you finally will admit to others that you may need to ask a friend for help, or, you know, to sleep on their couch for a while until you figure something out. Because some of you may be living with family and you're not so happy with that situation. So you would much rather kind of get out before, you know, you become 30, 40, 50 and you're still there, you know. So maybe even others have encouraged you or shamed you, and I'm sorry if they have, but if they have shamed you into leaving a situation, that sucks, and I hope certainly that is not the case. Leaving a housing situation, you know, yeah, it could lead into some slight depression this year, because I feel like Scorpio, there's just a lot. You're tired of working. Even if your housing situation's all right, you're tired of working. You're tired of going like this on and on. You don't want to keep going. You're exhausted. Some of you are injured. Some of you have injured yourself at the job site. And, you know, you couldn't necessarily sue, you know. Some of you have had a loss, though, as well, and are grieving still. Someone moved into the light quite earlier than expected, and it makes it hard to focus at your job. So for Scorpio, your job tends to mean a lot to you, I would say. But you could just as easily quit if someone wrongs you, you know, out of spite. But I definitely think Scorpio's been kind of that in the background, calm, quiet person, rather than using their stingers, because I think they're probably recharging their stinger, their venom, for someone that really deserves it. So I feel like you're just acting cool, calm, and collected, but you'll get revenge when they least expect it. So that's that energy for 2025. But I don't think this year you will get revenge. I think maybe late next year. Okay, so it's not that Scorpio needs to build courage. They're ruthless in that department, but you're just waiting for the right time. Like a cougar pouncing on its prey. All right, so Cancer. What's going on with Cancer? And maybe if you got fired from your job and that job meant a lot to you, oh yeah, you're going to get back at that person. That's Scorpio. Cancer, what's going on with Cancer? This is going to be so hard to do timestamps because I can't actually see the cards on the video. What's going on with Cancers right now? I think YouTube automatically does timestamps now, so I may not have to worry. But like the first few hours, I think, of a video coming out, maybe, I don't know, because they're all pre-uploaded, so maybe it will come out. But anyways, Cancer, what's going on for Cancer for the rest of 2025? So we're almost halfway through, guys. This lasted a lot longer than I would have anticipated. A lot of zodiac signs and a lot of messages with those zodiac signs, right? Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Four of Wands. There's definitely a heavy fire sign energy. Some of you might be like a rising fire sign or a moon fire sign as well. So let's continue. Cancer also gives me that juggling money energy like Sagittarius did. Oh, you might be a rising Sagittarius. Could also be rising Aries. I see more abundance with Cancer though. I see more success and money coming in with Cancer than with Saggy, but I still get that like poor me type mentality. It's sort of like, I have money, but I'm still poor. Like, you know, that kind of thing. You can still have money, but still be poor. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh well. But anyway, so I won't go into that, but I get sort of like poor rich or rich poor, you know what I'm saying? And you live in a nice house, but oh, you're broke, you know what I mean? Or you have a lot of money coming in, but you have a lot of debt too. Yeah, that's poor rich. So I get that. It's like, yeah, you're grateful, you're happy, you have so much, you're thriving, but there's a lot to juggle around and pay back as well, you know, pay the pauper, so to speak, the piper, whatever the hell they call it. I get this energy of confidence and taking a stance. So Cancer, I think this year definitely is like, nope, I'm not letting that hold me back. I'm just gonna kind of continue doing my thing and chin up high. Chin up high. Twerk like it's my last day on this earth. Okay, sorry. Y'all know that song, right? That is so funny. Party like... Okay, I'm gonna stop. But yeah, I definitely get that like confident energy in you, right? So I see you kind of just realizing really your mortality in a weird way, and celebrating that with others, celebrating knowing that, yeah, life is short and I'm just going to keep doing my thing even if I haven't really made it or done what I've set out to do or hope to accomplish at first in this lifetime. Queen of Pentacles. So there's some responsible woman, female energy here, Cancer. Could be a mother, could be an auntie, could be a bestie that just really, it's somewhat like a motherly energy that really cares a lot for you and is looking out for your best interests and is also helping you with your situation as well. They could give you a loan. I think this also comes through as a earth sign woman in a bank that offers you a way out of this, you know, something to either fix that credit score, something to, you know, refinance that loan, or because for a lot of you it has something to do with a house and a mortgage and you're like house poor, and she's kind of nudging at your shoulder like, oh, you could do this, this is a way out. But you know, it's like it's almost a situation where like, oh, we can't help you, but I know a place that will, but you didn't hear it from me. Right? And you know, technically it's not wrong, but it feels wrong, but you know that's the way out. Honestly, I see some thoughts crossing your mind too. And you know deep down that that's the way, but it's not that you shouldn't, it's just like, it's not wrong, it's not anything like bad, you know, it's just you hated that it had to get to this point. I'll leave it there. So that may be a tough decision this year, like, I know I shouldn't, but I have to. But it's not illegal or anything. It's not wrong. It's not bad. Like I said, it's not morally wrong. It's just like, they may have risked their job to tell you, like, hey, nudge, you know, this is what you should do. This is how I can help you without really helping you. I don't know. All right, so we're going to move. I feel like we need to move on to air signs. I'll do what, because what happens after you douse fire with water? It turns to smoke. That's air. And that soot is eventually going to come back to the earth. So we'll do earth last. But I'm going to do air signs. Air signs. Gemini, Libra. I almost said Sagittarius. Why is Sagittarius coming through so strong? Sagittarius and Capricorn, what's going on, babies? Okay, let's start with Libra. No, Gemini. I'm sorry, Gemini. Gemini. What's happening with the gems? The Geminis of the earth. Okay, we're getting this Five of Sword energy with Gemini, strength. And Nine of Pentacles. Gemini, this is finally when I would say you finally reach your goal this year. This is the year you get there. Good for you. It's been a 10-year journey for you, like a 10, 11, 12-year journey. This has been a hell of a ride. And you're at the end of that ride, that roller coaster. You have to continue being strong. You have to continue going. You are setting an example. Your reputation is on fleek right now. Okay, I'm not gonna say that because I don't want that to start trending again. Gosh, I'm glad we stopped saying that. My goodness. Not saying that me saying that will make it trend. My God, I'm nobody on this earth, but. Yeah, anyways, chill. So, Five of Swords. I get that you're still not seeing the way clearly, and you're still doubtful and hesitant, and you're still kind of, you know, moving forward kind of aimlessly sometimes, which Gemini can tend to do, like starting their day without a damn clue how their day is going to end. You know, just kind of letting it flow, letting it happen. It's a Gemini thing. It's an air sign thing. So, yeah, but there might be a lot on your mind still. There's a lot you're overthinking, like Virgo. You're definitely processing a lot. And I think you definitely are finally letting go. You're not holding on to who you used to attach to and hold on to. I don't know why I made a whistle when I said like a damn owl. But Gemini, I get sort of you really, really have like charisma. Like you really, like you are a different person than you used to be. And I think you're definitely on your glow up era. You definitely are thriving. I see a lot of people getting their big paycheck. Gemini, if they are willing to focus and stop overthinking, you know, have a plan for each day they have, like they're the type that succeed best when they have, I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m, go to bed 9 p.m, you know, a set routine, discipline, structure. They make a lot of, they're the one that will make millions and millions and millions of dollars. Okay. I see your investments are growing like crazy. I see you are definitely getting to a place where you never used to be. I almost get this energy of Gemini, like you took a break at some point in your life, maybe in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, and then you just now you kept going. You know, you were satisfied with your break that you needed, and now you're thriving, and it's because you took that break. You didn't just keep going. You know, people who work non-stop for like 30, 40 years until they retire without taking that like well-needed rest, I feel like that's very damaging to your soul, because that tells you you're only worthy if you work, if you make money. And it's so sad because our society, our system is that way. You know, you can't just get off the rat race and expect miracles to happen, you know. So Queen of Swords, but you've had the blessing either where you live, or where you were at in your life at that time to take a break. So that blessing may come for you soon again. I feel like closer to retirement, your 60s, perhaps your 70s. I feel like you're probably going to go into your 70s, even your 80s, some of you. I see you into very old age, and that means you take a break in your 80s, 90s, 100s, if you make it that far. That sounds terrible. But you know what I mean? Like, you are the ultimate air sign. You have mastered the art of Gemini, and you know the difference between work and the balance of rest. And, you know, make sure you take advantage of that throughout the day, throughout the evening, throughout the night as well. You don't have to wait till a certain age to do that. You can always deserve to do that now. You have more than enough. All your needs are met. You know, you're insured, you're covered, you're good. I don't see an issue with money with Gemini. You had an issue for a while. I don't see that same issue happening again. So I'm going to move on to, oh my God, I almost said Sagittarius. What is going on with Sagittarius? I'm worried for you now. Leave it in the comments. What the hell is happening with Sagittarius? TonyBomboni.com, of course, for your own personal reading. Let's continue with, fine, we'll do Libra. Let's get Libra done and over with. What's going on with Libra? Libra. Spirit's reminding me and nagging me in my head. They talk to me. That's why it looks like I'm talking to myself sometimes. They're like, Libra. I'm like, fine. Oh my God, fine. I think I need to get some water. We'll do Aquarius after. So 3 of Cups, Libra, 6 of Pentacles, and the Moon. I see happiness, celebration. I'm not surprised. I saw this last time for you guys. The last all Zodiac sign reading I did. I saw this. I've seen it again. That was only like, what, a few months ago, a couple months ago. I'm not surprised. You guys are in your celebration era. You guys are in your mode of like, this has been an awesome decade. You're processing the last few years and how many successes you've had and accomplishments. This was your richest, most prosperous, most abundant years ever in your entire life. You didn't even think you could possibly get this far. You didn't even think that was even an ounce of possibility of that unfolding. But Libra, you did it, you know. And I see a lot of Libras prospering. You know, I see it. But just like anything, nothing lasts forever. It all comes inevitably. I don't want to say crashing down. That's not the right term, but I'll say it because there's a lack of words coming through right now in spirit. It all comes to a conclusion. That's the word, a conclusion. That chapter of that book will shut before you know it, and no longer is this stuff going to mean anything to you anyway. It could indicate the change of currency or money I keep seeing happening end of this year, beginning of next year. No one's really commented about that. I keep repeating myself, you notice, and no one's saying anything. It's probably because no one really wants to admit they know, or no one really knows. But there's an energy of, I've been saying this and I see it and it's already unfolding. We are going digital, guys. There's no denying it. This tells me 2026 for Libra. Now, it's not just going to be Libra, you know, it's going to be everyone. But for Libra, I see this is something that it doesn't sit right in your soul, and you know it, right? You like the idea of more like a physical currency, you know, something more tangible. You don't want something that can just be taken away from you, you know, especially for some of you, the line of work you do. Some people are doing things to make money that are different. So, you know, if a certain company or organization sees that, oh, you know, that can just be taken from you like that, you know. Like, too bad you can't deposit any more money in this account because this is a transaction that we find suspicious. Oh well, too bad. Yeah. So I sort of get that energy. It's like you feel like your money was taken from you. I know I see 10,000. It could be like a $10,000 transaction that goes missing. So be careful. Make sure you have your, you know, your online internet securities, all your, you know, authenticator keys, factor authentications, backup codes, all of that, you know. Change passwords, VPN, you know. All that. So, because there's something in mystery and darkness that comes lurking. It's like something gets at Libra when they don't see it coming. Oh boy. I hope you didn't mess with a Scorpio. Oh my gosh. If you are a Libra with Scorpio in your chart, maybe watch yourself. Watch your own actions, because you could end up with this hangman energy. You could end up really messing up, really losing a lot that you work for. And I still feel like Libra somehow, just like a magician, sort of gets away with it. You know, they kind of like are in a tied up situation in hot water, and they find a way out, like a performer, magician, right? They somehow loosen the cords and escape. So you might actually be planning your escape. You might be planning to live in another country and never return. One day you just might crack. And I think you're changing. There's something sinister about this moon, though. This gives me almost like zombie energy. Like, this gives me like a scary change. Like almost like someone tied up, literally. Oy. I hope that's not next year too. But hey, you know, these readings have a unique way of warning us, right? Wink, wink. I sort of get the energy of like around when the time the money starts changing, that's when this will happen. Like, I almost feel like people just start changing or acting weird or different, or their behavior's a bit odd or funny. That's when you know, like, something's off. Something is off there. Not just with Libra, but I feel like it almost feels in the spirit, you might think I'm crazy, like the first person that changes or transforms is a Libra. Like you might hear like this person turned into a ZOM-BIE, and it's like, what the... Yeah. Okay. What's going on with Aquarians for the rest of 2025? Oh God, that's no good. Because that means maybe end of 2025. Jeez. Because I'm reading 2025. Am I not? Uh-oh. The Sun, 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Aquarius, heartbreak, disappointment, loss, suffering, agony, pain, misery, depression. Deep, dark, emotional feelings. Aquarius is really going to go through it in 2025. I feel like the air signs, besides Gemini, kind of are going to have to, you know, continue remaining strong, for sure. Aquarius, I do see things are going great for you now, but slowly not so great. And before you know it, it's like, oh, you know, you're back in this situation or rut. It could be a health problem. Could be something with the heart. I almost feel nasal passages as well. You could have sinus issues, infections, swelling. I get the way you sort of breathe, and that makes sense because if your heart, you can't quite breathe, right? If you can't quite breathe, right, it affects your heart as well. Oxygenated blood, yada, yada, yada. So your nasal passages are part of your breathing. So it could be your blood vessels, like something just kind of, I'm seeing in the spirit, like constrict too much and like wobble. It's too wobbly. It's like some parts not enough blood, some parts too much blood. Like, I don't know what I'm seeing. It's like it shrinks and contracts too quickly, and it just like, it creates this wobble. Could be a heart murmur, could be something that causes you to faint and collapse. So be careful with your health, Aquarius. I'm definitely getting like, this happened from childhood. This happened at a young age, you know, parent that maybe was doing things they shouldn't while you were in the womb, in the belly. I said boom because I tried to say belly and womb at the same time. Boom. Wabelly. Sorry. So I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. This is no laughing joke, but yes. So it might leave you feeling like, what the heck, you know, like, why me? They might even give you like an injection or something to kind of make your blood like pump more, your heart pump more blood, something like that. They might actually directly, it sounds gross, inject the heart. I know, oh my God, gross. But like when you're not like hopefully fully conscious or aware, hopefully it's pain-free, they might just give that place something that needs something, you know, in an operating table. To kind of prop you up, you know. We're sort of like machines in a way. We need to be propped up sometimes with medication, sometimes with an injection. Sometimes, you know, we need certain things, whether we like it or not. And I'm going to say this as politely as possible. I feel like some people were, unfortunately, INJ-URE-D by something they took. It more feels like medicinal, but like something as simple as if something a pharmacist may have given or prescribed. But maybe someone took a little bit too much of something and they didn't realize it was no good, whether a food or a vitamin, and it kind of messed your balance of vitamins in your body, and it sort of messed other things up. So yeah, I feel like this targeted your heart first, or your vessels first. So Aquarius might be in a deep, like, sorrowful regret. I also see the sun's kind of coming through to say, like, definitely spend more time outdoors. Get some sunlight on those cheeks, Ace of Wands. You will pull through, but again, you'll have to be propped up, probably for a long time until something better comes out. Some better advancement to kind of help people with this certain condition. But this feels like a chronic illness. This feels like, for some it could be autoimmune, because some could be like attacking your body. That's why I see different parts being affected, different areas being targeted, even limbs. I get limbs with this Ace of Wand. It looks kind of like a limb, like a leg, an arm, even phallus, you know. So there could be something there that targets and affects your ova, your could be like sperm production as well, okay, reproduction organs, and it's no surprise because the heart does affect that region down there as well, of course. If you're not getting blood there, you know, I'm not surprised. So yeah, just be mindful. You might have to go to several physicians to get this checked out and figured out in an order in 2025. So you just, the rest of Aquarius who are good and healthy, just don't worry, get your regular checkups so this doesn't happen. Okay, so let's look into now the earth signs. The soot is falling, the ash is falling back to the soil to remineralize and fertilize it. We went through the fire signs, the water signs, the air signs. Let's look into the earth signs. Capricorn, I'm looking at you because you've been in the spirit lately. Capricorn's been in the realm of the spirit a lot lately. They really have. What's going on? Something's going on with Capricorn. Some big shifts. I feel like big changes. I'm already channeling. I feel like positive changes, but you don't want to be like braggart. I feel like Capricorn's kind of a little boastful sometimes. I'm a Capricorn moon, so there you go, ciao. But TonyBomboni.com, they're kind of like, yeah, let me show off what I just did. Let me show off what I just had, what happened in my life. Like, it's that kind of energy, like, oh my God. 10 of Cups, King of Swords, 8 of Wands. But y'all love an audience too, so y'all love your people, you know, to boast to. So, because that goat on the mountain's like, yeah, look at me, guys. I just climbed the mountaintop. Look at me. I just climbed the steep cliff, and none of you hoes can climb this steep cliff with me. That's Capricorn. Colder than this cold water bottle. Frigid people. Ooh. Okay. So anyways, that's it. That was the big shebang. You're having a baby. That was the big surprise you're gonna boast about. Don't boast about your baby now. Don't boast about anything, Captain. Be careful. For some, this is your baby. Whatever it is you're getting, a new house, fame, fortune, whatever, it's your baby. So, but for a lot, it's your baby. You're getting a baby. Capricorn's gonna get pregnant or get impregnated by a Capricorn. You're having a baby, okay? The father may or may not be in the picture. King of Swords, also very cold energy. Am I dealing with double Capricorns here? Or a Capricorn with an air sign? Could be a Capricorn with a water sign as well, or a fire sign. Okay, everyone. Capricorn with just anyone. But most likely Capricorn relationship, or a Capricorn with an air sign or water sign. Most likely. Okay. Sort of feels like Pisces, or for some Aries, but also others. I don't know why Gemini is coming through, so I'll go with that. Gemini male. This will be a healthy, happy. Oh my God, I almost said baby boy. Oops, I said it. Surprise. Baby boy. Very few percent baby girl, only if it resonates with you, but most baby boy. 80-90% baby boy. Yeah, so I'm pretty good at revealing gender. I've done many gender readings. I'm pretty good at that. Yeah. So, congrats Capricorn. Congrats. I'm happy for you. 7 of Swords. Some of you feel like you don't deserve it. Some of you feel like this came at the worst possible time because you were waiting for another blessing or breakthrough to happen, and God gave you an even greater one, life. So, I do see some jealous energy. Oh my, I see someone really, oh my God. Oh no. No. Be careful who you invite one day to, like, for a sleepover type occasion. Like, you want to go somewhere with your partner and then you have your child go to someone's house so they can watch your baby or your child. Like, be careful. I would not trust them. That's all I'm going to say for YouTube. Damn. That sucks. And I guess this is what Spirit wanted me to warn about Capricorn. Like, that's what's up. I knew it was a warning. It wasn't just a surprise. I know when Spirit's urging me about something. Capricorn, be careful. Do not just let anyone babysit your baby. I don't care if they're 5 or 10, they're your baby. If they're 15, 20, 25, they're your baby. They're your baby. So, okay, unless they're 18 over it, whatever, but they're your baby. Okay, so don't just like, oh, they're my friend, I could trust them. Like, No. Let them stay at home by themselves if they're grown enough. I would say I've been staying home, like, I've always been home by myself on and off, low-key, like, what's the right age? 8, 10, 12, I don't know. Where they can just handle themselves and not burn the house down. But if they're 5, 6, I would get a professional paid babysitter from a website that's certified rather than that friend that person you call friend, Capricorn. Period. All right. So let's move on with, let's do Taurus. Yay, I'm doing my Zodiac last. Because I guess I'm always putting myself last. What's going on with Taurus the rest of 2025? Okay. Interesting. Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, and 2 of Cups. Taurus is kind of going to get back into old ways, habits, get a little too comfortable the rest of this year. I feel like you're almost at the finish line, a lot of Taurus, and this is when you tend to kind of slack or take a step back. You tend to sabotage Taurus, so be careful of that. This might have something to do with a partner, a married couple. This might have to be like big changes happening in the next 1 to 2 years. It could be few percent months, weeks. I doubt it. 1 to 2 weeks. I think that's not much is going to happen in the next 2 weeks. But I more get year. Yeah. Decade. No, I don't see that far out. We're just focusing on this year. So 1 year is this year still, right? So by 2026, definitely, you have to keep working hard, keep going, keep saving, keep producing. You're the producer, Taurus, okay? You are producing for yourself and everyone around you, and you are making big leadership steps here. I would say, Taurus, this is a good time to sell some things, open that garage sale, make that extra cash. I would say contribute more to the family, the home, rather than outside of the home environment. This might be a good time for friendship as well, Taurus. This might be a good time to just share with other people without having to necessarily spend on them. Just share socially, to socialize, but it might be like maybe you want to over socialize and not really spend enough time working on what needs to get done in the home environment. So be careful with that. There's going to be good compatibility this year with a partner. Good time for dating as well. Good time for love, relationships, building and forming them. Continuing to nurture them and develop them. And the Hermit, yeah, you also want to spend time alone, which is a Taurus energy, like equal go out there, equal go within, So, but when you go within, you might slack, you might get lazy, you might come home and be tired from the workday and just not want to really do your homework, basically, not do much of anything. So, you're kind of, at least in the spirit for now, thinking about throwing in the towel soon anyway. So you don't have much you feel at least like you don't have, it's not that you don't have much left in you, it's not true. You have a lot of energy, but it's just like you kind of just want to give it up and quit just because you can, and you might be able to, but again, at what cost? So just keep going for a little longer. Keep going, Taurus. Okay, let's look into the last sign, Earth sign, Virgo. What's going on with Virgo? Anything else we need to know? What's the rest of the year, 2025? TonyBomboni.com for your own personal readings, guys, okay? I'm going to go take a long break after this. Thankfully, I'm done filming for the day. Queen of Cups, Moon, and 8 of Pentacles. So this is the Virgo card, it's coming through. Moon is coming through again, just like that one Zodiac sign who had a moon. Who was it? I think it was Libra. Virgo and Libras might make returns. Virgo might have a better end of the stick with the Libra. The Libra might have the shorter end of the stick with the Virgo. So Libra might be in a lot of guilt energy. Libra might feel sorry for what they did to Virgo. So it's basically a dark night of the soul for the Libra, not for the Virgo. For the Virgo, it's like, I'm happy I'm seeing you actually work on and correcting your mistakes and what you've done. Virgo is definitely staying busy and productive as always. I mean, that's pretty obvious and clear. They're the ones who are most able to have, they're like the perfect marathon runners when it comes to full-blown careers, because they know about balance, yin and yang. They know about, burnout. They're intellectual beings. Not that others aren't, but they're very intelligent, very smart. And I feel like they're finally getting a grasp of work-life balance and realizing the worth of that has more value than $1 million paycheck every month, you see? So You know, they realize, I'm going to sacrifice some funds if it means my health and my peace. And Virgo is definitely, the rest of this year, taking advantage of being there for themselves, being kind to themselves. So I think Virgo will definitely prosper and thrive this year. These are all very good cards. They're all upright for the first time of all zodiacs that I've done, believe it or not. I haven't seen a single upright, like all 3 cards upright for any of you except Virgo. So that's a good sign, and maybe that's why, like, putting themselves last actually puts them first place. They're winners. They succeed in a career. They succeed in something new project they're opening, and their business continues to flourish and thrive and prosper. And that's because they're kind people and they do good. Now, wasn't that boastful for Virgo? No. But really, that's what I'm seeing. I also see new pets. You buy a new pet, don't you? I see that turtle in the corner. I see that dog and that lobster in the corner here. There's new Anna and the dog. I see, for a lot, it could be like a dog or like a small pet, like I don't know, a ferret or something small. A dog, a little dog or small or something like that. So, you know, I definitely see traveling for work as well, but I'm also getting this energy of like a lot of water as well. It's almost like my throat's being filled. Be careful of drowning or being in like water that like a rip current that pulls you in. I see a lot of rain as well this year, a lot of rainfall, a lot of on and off. And that might cancel some plans or some travel. There could be airport delays because of that. So be mindful of that, Virgo, as well. And final Archon card, 9 of Pentacles. This is also coming through with Gemini. What I say, Virgo, Gemini is connected. You might even you might even communicate not only back with your Libra friend or ex, Gemini friend or ex as well. So this might be the year they reach out finally and you guys make peace and love, not war. So, and you share in that prosperity. Maybe you've paid to visit each other again. It could be a twin flame coming back finally. I think they may make their return this year by the end of the year. I get September in the spirit somehow. They're ready to reach out and make contact. Like an alien would with an earthling, right? Like, we come in peace, we return. Okay. Like, sorry, bestie, that type of energy. And even with the ex, I see love. I see love still with that ex. There's still like a mutual love and like a yearning, a missing for your companion, for your friend. You know, you miss your friend. But you guys end up friends instead of lovers. So yeah, I definitely get like a very happy, joyous, prosperous. I'm glad to see that. That makes me happy to know that, like, because, you know, money means a lot to a Virgo. It really does. So it's good to know that that's still in check. It's not going to be like, oh my, I mean, it's going to be abundance, but it's not giving an air of like riches and wealth. You know, it's not giving an air of that. It's just like more than enough to meet my needs, but I'm comfortable. It's not like, you know, it's just going to be same old usual. It's going to be like same old usual. Yeah. So that's all. So thank you guys. God bless, love and light. 20% off 22 for future readings, healings, or custom ASMR content on TonyBomboni.com. I've used 5 different tarot card decks. If you're interested in any of these, do let me know. These ones, these ones, these ones, these ones, or these ones. Links below to TonyBomboni.com. Hope you enjoyed your zodiac signs, all zodiac signs tarot reading for the rest of the year 2025. And subscribe if you enjoyed and want more like this. And I will see you all very soon. I love you all so very much. Bye, guys.